Hey guys, so is it possible to work muscles in an isolated way when singing? For those who are new here, I am Kailesh, a singer and vocal technique teacher with emphasis on laryngeal physiology. And I defend here that what makes a singer unique is being able to produce with their voice those sounds that only someone with their story could imagine. The technique, or rather the techniques, we can learn, and I'm here to help you on this journey. But the way you organize these techniques, the way you choose them to sing your songs and to touch your audience, that's up to you and of course your story as well. If this makes sense to you, leave your like for YouTube to understand that the video is relevant and share it with more people. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button so always stay on top of the content here. So, without further ado, is it possible to isolate muscles or muscle groups when we talk about voice? If you're watching this video, chances are you already know that the voice is the result of muscular actions, composed by the action of abdominal and costal muscles that will make the breath support, by the action of the laryngeal muscles, and by the action of the articulatory muscles as well. However, in the world of vocal pedagogy, we have those who defend that each of the laryngeal muscles can be mobilized, felt, and controlled in its function. But we also have those who say that no, the larynx is always moving synergically together, and for that reason we have no way of defining specific functions for specific muscles. It turns out that this is not exactly how things work when we think about biomechanics. Whenever we think about movement, synergy is there. If you smile, for example, you are already using a series of muscles, such as the depressor supercilii, temporalis, orbicularis oculi, levator palpebrae superioris, levator labii superioris, depressor labii inferioris, masseter, zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major, and there are others still. Now, to what extent are these synergistic actions so relevant when we think about work? In the gym, for example, the tendency is that in biceps exercises, the lats have an auxiliary action. But as the exercise were biomechanically designed to work the contraction of the biceps, this action is not so relevant as to take the spotlight from the main muscle to be worked. In other words, thinking about muscular synergies, it's no excuse to say that one cannot define specific functions for laryngeal muscles. And another thing, saying that everyone has a different voice and uses muscles differently, is like saying that in an exercise at the gym. Let's think about the barbell curl. Some people will be working the biceps, while others the triceps, the shoulder, the back, and it's not a fact. If the same behavior is performed biomechanically, the muscle mobilization must also be the same. And in voice training we do that. Of course, in singing practice, we have many muscles actions happening together, but we can think about the specific function of each muscle to even build the sounds we are looking for. Think that if I can sing like this, loving can hurt, like this, don't you cry tonight, like this, and like this, I hear a voice inside. This is only possible because I am varying the muscle actions. I know how the physiological arrangement of each of these techniques should be, and from there I mobilize my muscles to perform this arrangement. But what about you? Do you consider physiology and biomechanics when training your voice? Leave it here in the comments. Research reveals that if you subscribe to the channel, you greatly increase your chances of receiving new videos. If you click on the bell then, that's success. Remember, if your concepts cannot be seen in the real world, they must change and not the world. See you in the next video!